When just I had making a line like and this way make windows.
Okay.
Afterwards, I couldn't make these windows because these windows this roof we did
Mm-hmm.
using the
Mm-hmm.
chamber.
Right.
So there's lines comes like this portion.
Okay. 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 Understood. Understood.
I
Today,
couldn't move the line further up or down.
can you do that right now? The
One
what you are trying to do that time. Just repeat the steps. Click on the object and uh, just try to do the same steps. Hmm.
when I make these lines,
Okay.
I couldn't move further up.
Okay. Okay. Understood. I got your point. Okay. So in today's class, we will discuss about that. No problem. Uh, close them. So many max file you have. You can close other max files. Just use one and close other. And meanwhile, I will show you my computer screen and I will try to question on my max
Okay.
file. Yes. So I will just quickly start one of my model. Go window, new project. Let's see. I think this is the thing. Okay. I will quickly import. Can you see my computer screen, Sasikar?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what I will do, I will import the image, my reference image first. The same step, I'll go to view image file and I have to see where I have saved my reference images. It is in maybe over here and cat files, maybe this one. Which one? Okay, this one. uh, 1 second, 1 second.
Okay.
She's trying to message me, Priyanka. She's having some problem with network. It's network actually make problem if there is rain. uh, we just said try to, we just tell her to restart her network issue. Try to restart. Okay, so let's see if they can join. Meanwhile, we'll continue our class. Okay, so if I'm correct, this is the window that you are trying to make, the top one.
Yes.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we continue from here. We will make this window and we will make this door as well. And we have another window over here. Let's see if we can make both the windows together, because though both the windows are quite similar. Okay, so I will quickly import my file. I see a view from where I can see it properly. I'll just see okay, this is a proper view. I think this one is proper view, no?
Yeah.
Properly I can see the
Yes.
window and the door. So this one I will try to import. This one, no? Okay, this is the file. This one. I will resize my image. I will zoom out a bit. Okay, let me focus only on this window. Okay, so it has like 3 partition. With the help of panel is there, we will create panel later on. First we need to create a gap, no? We
Yeah.
need to create a gap over here.
Yes.
How we gonna create over here? So this is my wall, and I have to create a gap over here. So first of all, I don't need this. Let me keep this aside. Suppose this portion over here, I need a window. So what I will do, I will okay, no problem. I go to over here, over my property. I have a table poly. I have to select edge over here. Okay.
Yeah.
See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create vertical lines, vertical edges. I need to define the area, no,
Oh yeah.
vertically and horizontally. So vertically, I don't have a specified area, no. It's so a big area over here. I don't want such big area, no. So what I will do, to create vertical line, I have to select horizontal line. Okay. So I created one, and I will go and click on ring. Okay, all the lines are selected. Right click and then connect. And here I will try to adjust the line, no, properly. I will try to move the line with the help of the options. You can see over here I need 2 lines, and I will just try to adjust the line a bit. Should be like this. It is very corner to the wall. It is very corner, so I have to create it at the corner. Just like this. Gap should be, it is somewhat like this. Okay, let's consider this is the area from here to here. Okay, now I have to create a horizontal line. I have one line over here, but this is not straight, this is aligned, so I will work on it, no problem. And I need another line. So to create another line, I will click over here. I select one edge over here and ring, and right click, and again I have to go to connect. This time I need only one. So I have to change the these values over here, and then reposition the line a bit. Right now it is coming horizontally. You can see the line is not straight, no?
Yes.
So it's okay, not a problem. First we will create the line, and then we will try to straight the line, no? As the windows are straight. So I will just create line. I will position the line. Let's consider this only, because we are not doing it exact measurement. Let's consider this is the height of my window. Okay, fine. Now one issue is that both the lines are not straight, no? So what I will do, I will select the line. I try the scale tool. See, I'm just using scale tool on one direction, no, only Z direction.
All right. Okay.
Okay, and I drag it downward, only one direction. It is trying to straight my lines. Do not worry about the other lines, just focus on the area which you needed, no?
Okay.
I will need only this area, so I will focus on this. I don't want to care about other lines. So this line, whether it's straight or not, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I got a straight line. I got this area where my window will be. So now next step will be very simple. I have to select face, and you tell me what I should do.
Exclude.
Yes, correct. I have to take extrude option, and I think this value is absolutely fine for me. So okay, and
Discharge.
detach. Yeah, correct.
I
Detach.
did.
This will be my glass object.
Yes.
So I will do detach and okay,
Okay.
and click on the face again to come out of this mode. I cannot select other object, no, because I am on my face polygon mode, no. Click
Yeah.
again. Now you are out of the edit mode. You are in selection mode. Now click on the new detached object, change the color just to identify this, no. This is my glass object. Clear so far?
Okay.
Next we just have to create the panel. Okay, the black one. So it's very simple. I will go here. I will take box, and I will take auto grid, and I will just this is my platform. Suppose this is my platform on which my panel will be there. So I will just click and drag over here and just give a height somewhat like this, W. Little bit adjustment, height is not proper, so what I will do, I will go to property. I have to take editable poly. Okay, I have to take the vertices to just to increase the height and align it properly. I select all the vertices and drag it up on vertices again, and only thing left is to position this thing. Okay, like this. I need 1 2 3 3 more. Okay, so what I will do, shift, with the help of shift I will click over here and copy. I will say 3 3. Little bit of adjustment I have to make, and it's good. Okay, now for the top and the bottom one. Okay, the top this panel and the bottom panel. So I clicked any panel, individual panel. I will select rotation button and I have to click shift key, shift keyboard key, and direction, which direction I want to rotate. This one, the green one, and make sure your angle snap is on. I want it 90 degrees, so it should be on. Yeah, it should be on. And just click on one direction and then drag it below. I will drag until I get 90 degree. See, there is an option this showing 90 degree. I will release my mouse. Copy. Okay. Move button. A little bit of adjustment is needed. Now height is little less, so I will go to vertices. Okay, click and drag to select all the vertices and just drag to increase the length. You can say this much. Okay, done. Again for that, copy. I just have to copy it with the help of shift key and I am done. Simple.
Yes.
Try to do this.
Okay.
Now your turn. I just save my file. Today is 20. This is modeling. Let's say 1. Okay.
Couldn't select the line.
Press W, press W, move. Yes, now select. Okay, you're not able to select. Move the edit, take new edit poly. Delete that. Okay. Hide first. Do not delete. Just try to hide the eye icon. Okay, you have another window on that top now. Take new edit poly. On that eye button, on the eye button, edit poly. Yeah, take a new edit poly. Yes, now you can do it. First on the I button of the below edit poly. No, see.
This one.
This one. Yes, on. Click on the I button. Yes. Yes. Now try to select. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Try to select a new editable poly if you're facing any kind of problem. No?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you need to. Yes, correct. Adjust the size, the gap between the lines, the position of the lines. Yes. You must bought your image first, but it's okay. Do it now.
Okay.
First complete this step, and then you can import the image. Okay, that's fine. Bring the image because I think you must see the image for your reference. See where you have saved the image. Hmm. Yes, yes, that one. Yes, open it. Yes, correct. Resize it. Yes, good. Yes, good. Yeah, middle one. Yes, correct.
And I need to make this line towards up. Oh,
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Yes, very nice. Yeah, drag it up. Yes. The above line. Yes.
and how to make a line straight lines? I
Scale
had
tool.
to se-
Select the
I
line.
had to select.
Go to scale tool. Yeah, drag on X. Click on. Yes, yes, correct. Do for the lower line also. The the lower line. Yes. Do it again on one axis. Yes, correct. Yes, yes, correct. Yes. Give a value, a negative value. Give a negative value. No, 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 not like that. Control Z. Control Z. Yes. Bottom you have, you see the, yes, yes. Give a negative value. A little bit, not that much. Yes. Yes. Enough. Enough. Control Z. Okay. Okay. Fine. No. No. You can. Okay. Tick sign. Yes. Good. Detach. Yeah. Good. Go ahead. Yes. Nice. Very good.
Also,
Yes. Yeah. Correct.
I made a mistake.
Okay.
How to make a copy is shift and
Shift and drag. Press shift, drag on one direction, not that direction. X axis, no? Control Z. Cancel, cancel. Yes, yes. Click on, yes, arrow sign. Yes. Make three copies, no? Yes, adjust that now. Yes. Yes, correct. Yeah, that's okay. Just create another panels. Create another panels. It's okay. Shift with the help of shift key and angle snap. Control Z. Just do Control Z. No, no. First rectify that one. No, you. Yes. Now do. Yes. Now shift and drag. No, no. See which direction you are trying to make. Yes. Yes. Correct. Yes. Correct. Yes. Yes. No, 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 no. Come out of vertex mode. No, come out of edit mode. How you come out of edit mode? Yes. Now you can copy. No. See the direction. Okay. Some problem with the vertices is there, but it's okay. You did it well. The steps you is clear to you. Yes. Make a copy. Yes.
I think somewhere.
Some vertices is stretch. No problem. You have to delete that and create a new one. No, if there is a vertices problem. But you understood the process, right? You
Oh
you
yeah.
understood, no? You can do it. Let me show you
Okay.
something more. It's easy. You understood the process. You can continue. Just look at my computer screen.
Okay.
And today I will show you something little advanced. Uh, Before what we are doing, we are creating objects without any measurement. Now we are trying to create and stretch and give any values for height and width, right?
Yeah.
Now I will teach you how to model the things with exact measurement, exact value over here. Right now it's inches, it is my feet. So how you can change your inches and feet option and how to do with exact measurement. Okay, height, width, depth, everything. So quickly I will reset my scene. I think scene is okay. This is saved. I will reset. I don't need this. This is my blank file. Okay. So if you want to work professionally with the measurement, it is very important that you before start working set your unit scale, the measurement scale. Okay, you want to work with inches, your feet or centimeter. You have to decide it first before actual the work begin. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. So to define that the unit scale, you have to go to customize. Over my top menu you see there is an option called customize,
Okay.
and there you will come down and you will see option which name is unit setup. Okay, unit setups deal with the measurement units. Okay, just click over here on unit setup, a small palette will open. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we will start from the top. At the top you will see there is a system unit setup written over here. If you click over here, as the name says, is system unit setup, means 3ds max system unit setup. You see the grid line over here, the boxes.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
it consider 1 unit equal to centimeter. That is how it define itself. The 1 unit is 1 centimeter for 3ds Max. Now keep it by default only. Do not try to make change this until and unless if your client or someone else told you to change. Okay,
Okay.
try to keep it default. Do not try to change this. And on rare situation, if someone asks you to change, then only you change. Otherwise, keep it as it is. Okay, 1 unit 1 centimeter, that is good. Okay. Okay, now this is for internal purpose of 3ds Max. For us who works on 3ds Max, over my right side, if I create something, okay, this palette is open, so I not able access to other options. So okay, I will discuss on this palette only, on the basis of this palette only. See what happened. uh, Whatever the object you create, not to show the actual measurement, the unit scale of that, the measurement of that, you can change from here. Is there matrix? If you click on matrix, you see default it is centimeter. If you want to work in centimeter, let it be centimeter, or if you want to change, you have an option called meter, kilometer, millimeter is also there. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me cancel this out. Let me create something. I need something to show you. I will just create a wall. Suppose I created a wall over here. Over my right, you see the length, width and height option over here.
Yeah. Yes.
Right now it is feet decimal inches. It is very small, but try to see over here. It is 3.45 inches. Okay, 2 2.876 inches. ठीक है, 2 feet 8 inches, 1 feet 3 inches. You see some measurement is already here. So if I go over here, customize unit setup, right now I am using feet and decimal inches. So over my right you see the feet and decimal inches. Clear?
Okay.
So as I was trying to explain before, that on matrix, you if there is centimeter applied, you will see over here centimeter option. Okay, you have to first make it okay, and then over my right you can see there is a centimeter option. I will do it later on. Let me explain everything, then I will change it and explain you the values over here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so quickly I will come down over here. This says US standard. If you select US standard, then what option you will get over here is fractional inches, decimal inches, fractional feet, decimal feet. Now fractional means 1/4, 1/3, like that. You see 1 by 1, 1 second 1/3 centimeter, 1 second feet, 1 second inches, 1/10 of inches. Many people like to work on this fractional. Okay, it's depend upon choices. And you have decimal also, like 2.56, 3.56, like that. So decimal is work that word. So right now currently I am using, that is feet and decimal inches. Means first will be feet point something inches, no, like 11.5 inches. Okay, so right now I am having that. See, height is 1 feet 3 inches, and that is in decimal also. So this is the unit setup. Depend upon you, whatever your preference, just select that. If you are okay with to work with centimeter, now I will select centimeter and click OK. You see it is changed, no?
Yes.
38.685 centimeter, 83.15 centimeter. Clear? I think it's too small for you to see, but let me see if I can zoom this out. Magnify glass if I have. Now you can see the value.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, see its height is now 38.6 centimeter, 8 centimeter and all, no?
Okay.
See if I can, yeah, see. centimeter. Okay, so that's what I am trying to say. Just cross this out. So I was very comfortable to work with inches and feet. That is my
Oh,
way of working. I want to work with inches and feet. Centimeter inches is not very okay with me. I can tell you, if you selected inches and feet, then also you can give the value in centimeter. Later on I can discuss, I will explain you that also. But as of now I will go to customize again. I go to unit setup and I will change to US standard, as my preference is feet decimal inches, and I will click OK. Fine.
okay.
Now if I have to give a width, so this is my width, suppose it's only 6 inches, so I will type 6, and on my keyboard it's double inverted comma, you say this one, no, icon. Now this is 6 inches. I will just quickly show you on words also what I am typing on my keyboard. You see this inverted, you see inverted commas, no, if I write something within inverted commas, no, this one,
Yeah.
this is also denoted as inches, remember.
Hmm.
I know you know about this, you are architect, so you know how to write, like 45 inches, no,
Yeah.
this is how you denote 45 inches on.
45 double comma on top.
Yeah, it
This
is.
is
Yeah, it's like that. Okay,
yeah.
it's
Okay.
fine. So in 3ds Max also it work like that only, no. Just click on the height if you want it. So suppose if I want it to be 10 inches, it is like that. If I want to 20 inches, to just type 20 and then inverted commas. With the help of shift key you can just click like this. Now it is 20 inches. Clear so far?
Yes.
Same thing goes with centimeter. Suppose if I want it to be 100 centimeter, I have to type in 3ds Max also 100 centimeter, 100 cm, and enter. Now you see this is now 100 centimeter. I have given value in centimeter. It took the value in centimeter but displays in feet and
Always
inches.
15 inches.
Yeah, because I have selected my feet and inches, so it will display feet and inches, but you can give value in any unit setup. You can give in inches, you can give in centimeter, you can give in millimeter, whatever you wish you can give the value. Clear so far?
Okay.
Try to do this. Try to create a wall. First get a blank scene, go to unit setup, see unit, what are the options available, create a wall, go to property and just give height, width, depth, up specific give the height
Okay.
something, width something. Just do this, try by yourself. Okay, yes, fine. Up, drag your mouse upward, drag your mouse upward. Yes, correct. Yes, good. Yes, yes, that's right. Yes, click on matrix, see what are the options are there.
What is it?
Okay. Yes. Below, just let it be, or just work on matrix and US standard, and everything else leave it default.
Can it use alright, okay. Make it matrix and say millimeters.
Yeah, you can work on millimeter, no problem. See on the property, yeah, you see there is millimeter option is there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's in feet and inches.
Feet and inches with fractional, no, 1/4,
With
1/3,
1/4,
1/3.
1/60.
Yes, yes, yes. That's how it denotes.
Yes, sir.
Select, yeah, select anything as of now. You can change later on. Let me show you something else. Okay, this is just the basic. You have created wall. You have set your measurement. You can see my computer screen.
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to start the advanced modeling part. Okay,
Okay.
little bit advanced, not very advanced, little bit advanced. We're going to start. See, now why I'm saying it advanced, because we will work on CAD files. We will use the CAD file. Let me show you the CAD file. Floor plan. This is an image file. I will start CAD file as well. Let me double click and start my CAD file. So our CAD file will be similar to this, and we will work with exact measurement, and we will work on top of our CAD file. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is our CAD file, and on the basis of my CAD file we will try to create the elevation plan, the floor plan. You see, it's in millimeter. The measurement, all the measurements are in millimeter. The width of the wall, the windows are there, the living area, the furnitures, everything is predefined over here. Okay.
Okay.
So what we are going to do, we are going to import this AutoCAD file in 3ds Max over here, and on the basis of this plan, the AutoCAD plan, we are going to model the entire floor plan. Okay.
Okay.
It's very simple. Let me show you step by step. Okay, I will minimize this, and I have my AutoCAD file with me. So to import this AutoCAD file to 3ds Max, there are two options. Let me first come to 3ds Max and reset everything. No, go to reset and reset everything. Don't save. I do not want. Okay, first thing, as I told you, go to customize, set the unit setup, whatever is your prefer unit setup. So suppose I have taken feet and decimal, the last option over here. Click OK. Now next step will be to import the CAD file which is in my this folder. I have this CAD file. I have to import this on 3ds Max. Wait, Priyanka. Hello, Priyanka.
Sir,
Yeah,
hello.
can you hear my voice?
It's sir. Rain, sir. It's not connecting network.
Yeah, it's network issue. No problem. You can just we are importing the CAD file 3ds Max.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we already discussed about that, and
Ah,
before doing this, there was some query of Sasikaran, so we are just solving those queries. Okay.
Actually, I worked with that walls. Unit setup. It's not coming properly, sir.
Okay, we will see to this. Let me quickly import this AutoCAD file,
Okay, sir.
and after that we will see what the problem you are facing. Okay. Okay, so what I was saying, to import the AutoCAD file we have two options. First one is lengthy,
Drag it.
yeah, lengthy steps. You have to go to file and you have to go to import, and there is an option called import. Okay, click on import and you'll got a browse button over here, browse window. Just give the path where you have saved the CAD file. Click on the CAD file and click on open button. It will open. Clear?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to do this because I'm going to show you a very shortcut way of importing the file. Okay, it's a long cut, but it's also work. Just click on the file and click on open, and it will be open your 3ds Max file. Try to do that, but right now I will show you a different way of importing file, and that is just open the folder over here, select your AutoCAD file and just drag and drop on your Max file. You will get an option of import. Click on import file and press Z. Okay, right now it may be somewhere you will not able to find. Press Z so that the selection will be at the center. Alt plus W over here and try to zoom out and see where it is. No, you see this is my center and my object is a little far. Okay, now drag your object toward the center. Now my selection, my AutoCAD file is at my center, my 0 axis. Now you see this plus line.
Yes.
The CAD file should be at the center like this. And before doing anything else, try to group this. If I click outside, you see I have different objects. First, see there is a grid. No, I'm not able to see it properly. No, to hide this grid, this boxes, now I have to press Z, keyboard shortcut Z. Okay, so I can see my object properly, and I have see multiple furnitures over here, and I have different elements. So I will recommend you click and drag every element and group that out. Okay, select everything, go to group and then select group. Okay, clear? Now all the elements are selected at once. Okay, so we have imported the file and we have positioned the file at the center of my grid. Now second thing is to confirm whether the measurement, the measurement is correct or not. Okay, I have imported my file, but if you see on AutoCAD file here, for example, let's see the door is 1200 millimeter, which is 4 feet around. Okay, so we have to see the door over here, it should be 4 feet, it should be 1200 millimeter. Now to check that, we have to create a box, because here we don't have any measuring tool or measuring scale kind of thing. We have to create the box, and on the property of box we can give the exact measurement. Okay, so one thing more I will do over here, I will quickly on the snapping button over here, this snapping tool, so that you see when I zoom, my cursor is trying to snap over here. Clear? Okay, so just I have to create a box over here from this end to that end like this. W, I will go to perspective. I will off this snap button, and this width should be 4 feet, 1200 millimeter. No, I'm just trying to check the imported CAD file is of proper size or not. If it is not too big or not too small, it should be okay. So I will just select my box. I will go to property, and here I will check this width. It should be 4 feet. 4 feet. See, 4 feet is so small, and the CAD file which I bought is so big, no? Now you have to adjust the CAD file. Click on the CAD file, select the scale button, and you have to scale from the center. Move your CAD file. You see, still it is little big. Scale again, scale tool, and then scale it out a bit. Again, you have to move your CAD file little bit. Little bit of you have to work over here. You see now my CAD file here, the measurement is exact 4 feet. You see the box, the width of my box is 4 feet, and my CAD file, the door width is came to 4 feet. Clear? Okay, Priyanka, Sasikaran?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will delete my box. Now the work of box is over. Now I have correct measurement of my CAD file. Now I can start modeling on top of my CAD file. Okay. So Sasikaran, I will not do any further on this. Just I want you to practice this. Import CAD file, group your CAD file, and scale it out to exact measurement. Okay. You try to do this. Meanwhile, I will see Priyanka if you can share your computer screen, or if you can.
No,
You
no
know.
power, sir. No power, sir.
Oh,
Heavy
there's
rain.
no. Okay, so how you can you explain what problem you're facing?
Sir, I have imported the file.
Okay.
Everything is coming, sir. The wall option.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to box, na,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Okay.
coming beyond the scale, sir. Like 132 feet.
Okay, suppose what step I did, you also did like that. You scale your CAD file.
Yes. Okay, sir.
That is 4 feet. You did that.
Mm. No, sir. I didn't do.
Yeah,
Just now.
that's why that is the problem. You see, whenever you import anything on your 3ds Max, the size may be very big or size may be very small.
Yes, sir.
So this step you have to do. You have to create a box, either take door or window. In my case, I took my door area. You see AutoCAD over here, the door measurement over here, it is how much? 1200 millimeter, no?
Yes, sir.
On 3ds Max also you have to confirm. Actually it should be a little bit over here. The box should be over this corner to that corner. First I will make 1200 millimeter. Okay, of 4 feet. So this is my 4 feet. So you have select the this your CAD file, press scale, and then you have to scale it out. This what you have missed, I think, no?
Sir, another one doubt. If
Okay, actually your voice
we
is
create a box, the endpoint will come out, sir.
sorry, I not able to hear you. Voice is breaking. Can you repeat, please? Hello. Hello.
The wall we are drawing now, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Tell me.
Endpoint it's not showing, sir. Then how to adjust the wall as perfectly, sir?
Endpoint. You mean this endpoint of wall?
Yes, sir. If you want to start from that point.
Okay, okay, let me do this. Okay, so what I will do, suppose my this CAD file is properly scaled and aligned properly, okay, in 3ds Max.
Okay, sir.
So next step will be, what I will do, I will on the snapping over here, snapping tool.
Okay.
It will help me to snap exactly. See, you see my cursor?
Yes, sir. Yes,
It
sir.
is,
So we have to on the snapping tool.
yeah, on the snapping tool it's snapping, so it will give you a little help so that you can create exactly on top of your CAD file with exact measurement. I will go to my box quickly and let me zoom out and see the complete wall properly, just a little bit, and then move your this thing, no, cursor, and just create like this. You see it is snapping. Whenever it get a
Okay, sir.
corner, it is snapping. So I will drag until I reach my entire end of my wall. See, I reach over here. I will release my mouse button and I will drag my mouse up.
Okay, sir.
I will click over here and I will press W to come out of edit mode. You see, wall is created.
Yes, sir.
And if you look closely, I will off my snapping over here. I will press Alt X to see the my see-through mode. You see it is exactly on top of my CAD plan. Okay, see,
Okay, sir.
try to do this, huh?
Okay.
You see this is exactly on top of my CAD plan, no?
Okay, sir.
Try to practice this out on the snapping tool and try to create wall on your this CAD file, on top of your CAD file. Create multiple wall. You, if you can, you want, you can make a copy of it for the similar wall, and try to create all the exterior wall and interior
Okay,
wall
sir.
as well. Same
Okay,
step,
sir.
same step you have to do.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay, okay, try to do that next time when you get time.
Okay.
If you are facing any problem, I will teach you another method. There is another method also, but that is little bit need practice. I will not say difficult, that is also easy, but you need little more practice on that.
Okay, sir.
Because Sasikaran, just have a look on my computer screen.
Okay.
Okay, see what I'm trying to explain. We have a plan over here, right?
Yes.
And next step is to create a wall. First next step is to create the wall on the basis of my plan. Okay, so as I have told you, on the snapping tool over here, and then you can draw wall on your AutoCAD file. And if you are facing any problem creating a plan, just let me know, or in future I will tell you another option of creating a wall on the basis of your AutoCAD file. But that another option is little bit need more practice than this one. This one is very easy. Just select box and you have to create a wall. No, this is very easy.
Okay, sir.
Only you have to practice to create on top of your exact measurement, on top of the CAD file. That only you have to practice.
Okay, sir.
But there are another option also, with in future I'm gonna tell you how to create walls. Okay, just for now try to import your CAD file, scale your CAD file exactly. Do not forget to scale your CAD file, huh? It should be exact 1200 millimeter.
Okay, sir.
Take window or door, take the measurement from here, and on Max file also make sure you have that measurement, and then create all with the help of box. That is homework for both of you. Okay, and let me
Okay.
know if you both face any kind of problem with it's very simple. Just you have to create box everywhere. Okay, so both of you practice that out. In coming class we will try to create doors and windows after creating the wall. Clear?
Okay.